Hello my witchlets, and welcome to Kitchen Witchery and Other Spells. Today we are going to make a one-pot Mediterranean chicken dish. Now I already have some sorghum going in my BB-8 3-quart Instant Pot because you really do kind of need a side dish with this. And I didn't feel like making pasta because I just had pasta the other day. So we're making our own version of couscous. I don't think we added any salt or pepper to that, just as a note. But the olives, I guess, have salt, so yeah, we'll be good there. And the chicken broth. So we're making sorghum with chicken broth, olives, diced tomatoes, Italian seasoning, mint. I think that's it.
That's it.
Okay, and chicken broth. So, what you're gonna need for the skillet Mediterranean chicken is kind of sitting here in front of you. We've got 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts of roughly equivalent size. This technically is for 4, but there's only 2 of us, and I don't want that many leftovers. So we're doing 2. And then we'll need a tablespoon of minced garlic or garlic paste, salt and pepper to taste, a ½ tablespoon of dried oregano divided, which I didn't put out on the table because I missed it every time I read through it. Extra virgin olive oil for cooking, a 1/4 cup dry white wine, I'm going to use half of this lemon juiced, a 1/4 cup of chicken broth, ½ cup of finely chopped red onion, 3/4 cup of small diced tomatoes. I'm using cans because no one has time for that. And then it says an 1/8 cup of sliced green olives, but I'm using a 1/4 cup because I like olives, and I might actually add more because I like olives. Then at the end we'll need a handful of parsley, which I think is out of frame, but that's fine, and crumbled feta. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything reframed for you. I'm gonna just reframe it back here. Just so you know, what you need to do with the chicken is you need to pat it dry, and then you're gonna cut 3 slits in both sides of your chicken. It says to slice through, but I probably wouldn't slice all the way through. And then you're gonna spread the garlic on both sides of the chicken, making sure to get some into those slits, and season both sides with salt, pepper, and half of the dried oregano. So when we come back, we'll be back here, and all of that will have been taken care of. Okay, so we're heating our olive oil in a cast iron skillet, and we're gonna take our prepared chicken and slide it You are over medium-high heat with this, FYI. So we're going to brown the chicken on both sides, and once the chicken is browned, we are going to start adding all of our ingredients. Pardonnez-moi. We have stuff in our kitchen.
I told you that hurt.
Oh, I didn't. I believed you. I didn't necessarily need to find out for myself. So you're going to brown the chicken on both sides. That's probably going to take maybe 2 minutes a side, depending on how thick your breasts are. I have, this one is kind of larger than probably needs to be. Oh yeah. So actually it's going to take you probably about a minute per side on medium-high heat. So we aren't trying to cook these through at the moment. We're just trying to kind of lock in the juices. So once you get the chicken browned, my favorite thing to do of all time is add white wine and reduce it by half. So I'll let this sizzle out here a little bit more and add in the white wine. So we have to let this reduce by half before we add anything else. And won't that be fun? So I'm adding 1/4 cup of white wine since I'm cutting this recipe in half. And we're gonna let that reduce down, and then we will be adding the lemon juice and the chicken broth. I'm very bad at telling when things have reduced by half. I'm pretty sure this hasn't yet, but you know, it's a thing. This is riveting content. This is what you come here to see. How about if I go ahead and just kind of pause this part and we'll come back when it's reduced. All right, so it's reduced by half, so we're going to add our chicken broth and our lemon juice. No, really, I want to add my lemon juice. There we go. Alrighty. Then we're going to sprinkle the rest of the oregano that we're supposed to have on top. I like oregano. We're going to reduce the heat to medium heat. And then we are going to cover and let this cook for 10 to 15 minutes. So we'll be back after that. Okay, so it's been actually about 15 minutes because these are a bit thicker and these are perfectly cooked. They are well above what they need to be, so we can continue on with this recipe. So what we're going to do is we are going to uncover it for a moment, and then we are going to top it with the onions, tomatoes, and olives. Kind of top it. Onions, tomatoes, and olives. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix that around in here. Sadly, this cast iron shan't be used after this recipe. It has developed a
blister in the ceramics,
in the enamel, and that blister popped. So we'll have to be careful when we eat this, otherwise we're going to end up with a mouthful of enamel. So we're going to mix that around. We're going to cook this for 3 more minutes, and during that time we will prep up the parsley and the feta cheese. So we'll be back in just a little bit. All right, and we've plated. So you're just going to garnish it with some feta and some chopped parsley, and then you eat it. So this is our couscous. It smells amazing. And it's not technically couscous because it's made with sorghum, so I'm going to start with that. It's very hot. Almost like it just came out of the Instant Pot. That's really good. Definitely does not need any salt or pepper. It has plenty of salt from the olives. Olives float, by the way. For your future reference. Alright, I'm gonna try to cut a small piece here of chicken and get a little bit of everything on here, if I can. There we go. It has a lot of flavor. Excuse me, it has a lot of flavor. Very good flavor. In fact, that has way more flavor than I was expecting. So we didn't actually have to add anything to the couscous. So this is really good. 10/10, do recommend. And seriously, it's like a 30-minute meal. And you're good. So hopefully you liked that video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't hit the thumbs down button, either way, leave me a comment. Let me know what you'd like to see on the channel. And make sure that you hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you know when my videos are coming out. I might actually have 3 this week. Surprise. We'll see you next time.